here's the thing. You don't like the New Day.
I find them so annoying, but I think that's what makes them really good heels.
Exactly.
It's because I don't like them, and they're the type of heels to where it's like they're heels, but they don't identify as a heel.
My thing is I believe that the New Day should have won the Tag Team of the Year.
Yeah, that I do agree with you. They should have won Tag Team of the Year.
The fact that the Usos won it is super annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Because wasn't one of them copy or paste Uso was injured for the entire year?
Yeah, they were injured for a majority of the year. If anything, oh god, if anything, Sin Cara and Kalisto should have won, because hell, if Kalisto wins best OMG moment of the year or whatever they decide to call it, to where he did the Del Sol off the ladder. I mean, they should at least get Tag Team of the Year, even though they have the Human Botch Machine on the team.
Yeah.
Kalisto still deserves something, damn it.
I feel like they're the most improved on the main roster.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you know there was an Extreme Moment of the Year?
Really?
Why didn't Kalisto Selena Del Sol win that one instead of the OMG Moment of the Year?
Who knows? Who truthfully knows?
Creative, probably. I don't know. Because the one who won the Extreme Moment of the Year was Roman Reigns when he beat the shit out of Triple H. At what was it, TLC?
Yeah, it was TLC. Which, by the way, it's really funny how like on wrestling memes, like they shared a picture of Triple H like at London for the NXT takeover, and then someone's like, "Aren't you supposed to be almost dead or something?
Yeah, aren't you injured?
Aren't you injured?
Aren't you in a coma?" Like, and they get so pissy at everyone who like fucking pisses on kayfabe.
Yeah, exactly.
The first person to piss on kayfabe was Triple H.
Yeah, really.
With the whole curtain call deal. And that's the funny thing. Like, if the curtain call happened today, it fucking happened whenever Sasha and Bailey.
Yeah, really.
They had the curtain calls after all their matches, and those are fucking great moments.
Yeah, really, those are great, because, I mean, to me and those of us that understand what kayfabe is, I mean, don't do it for the kid. Like at least wait till like later in the night if you want to do a curtain call or whatever. But you know, it shows respect. Mm-hmm. It shows respect for your fellow wrestlers or whatever. I don't call them superstars because I'm sorry, that's stupid. It's so dumb. It's kind of like I said earlier whenever I was talking about the whole Joey Styles pipe bomb sort of thing to where he quit. These guys work hard and they're wrestlers. They're entertainers, but at the same time they're athletes. I mean, so many people are like, well, wrestling isn't real. Here's something. You see a guy do a backflip off of a ladder and put a guy through a table and make it and not hurt the next day? That is amazing. And then have to go into work the next day and do the same spot. Yeah.
I will always argue in favor of, like, wrestling is scripted, but it's not fake.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm the guy on the Tosh.0, so like, it's still real to me, damn it. No, but it's like, I will show somebody a video of Umaga fucking splashing on Santino and tell me how they faked that.
Exactly.
How you fake a 400-pound Samoan.
Tell me how it's fake to see Jeff Hardy get speared by Edge out of midair.
At the TLC, like, WrestleMania 17.
Yeah.
It was. Because, like, I will always defend wrestling any chance I get. Because, like, it hurts. I've taken bumps before. Like, when my friends and I were like, I used to back bump. That shit hurts. Like, in boxing rings, wrestling rings, in the backyard.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit hurts.
That canvas hurts, dude.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what you do it on, unless you're doing it at, like, a gymnasium to where there's, like, super marshmallowy padded floors, it's gonna hurt.
Even then, I think, like, because you're getting slammed.
Exactly.
As hard as somebody can slam you. I don't know. This is again, because people who argue like wrestling is dumb because they try to make you think it's real. So does theater.
That's the point.
So does theater.
Exactly.
Like, you don't go to a theater and be like, I don't believe this isn't real.
Exactly. Like, you don't watch Breaking Bad and you're like, this guy isn't really cooking, man.
Yeah, he probably didn't even shave his head for real.
It's like if you see Bryan Cranston out in public, you're not gonna be like, yo, homie, can I get a taste of that blue sky?
Yeah. But like, at some point, you have to like expand your disbelief a little bit.
Exactly. Like, you have to mildly believe that Hornswoggle is Shane McMahon's son.
Or Vince McMahon's son, or an actual leprechaun.
Or an actual leprechaun. Or the fact that, you know, Shawn Michaels really did tag team partner with God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Or whatever you choose to believe. I
totally forgot about that. Holy shit.
Yeah, or if you choose to believe that God. What else? What else was just horrible?
dead people are a thing.
Or that Kane really did have a girlfriend named Katie Vick
Who
who
Triple H fucked.
who
in a
Triple
funeral
H
home.
who Triple H had sex with in a theater home for reasons.
But like, you can admit that wrestling is kind of stupid.
Okay, yeah, wrestling's weird. It's really weird to see two grown men in tight pants fight in a cage. But you know what? It's still freaking entertainment, above all.
I will never shit on something that I cannot do.
Exactly. Like, you know what? Many times I think some sports are really dumb, but I'm still not going to shit on it. Like, you know what? Tom Brady could probably kick my ass.
Yeah. Anyone on the women's soccer team who won the championship can kick my ass.
Oh, yeah,
today.
probably. Probably. I will not deny it.
They can kick my head off.
Exactly.
First kick.
Exactly. Like, probably anyone that's on a hockey team could beat me up, even though I'm an avid hockey fan.
Totally. I'm not a huge hockey fan, but I will admit hockey is badass.
Exactly, yeah.
My friend back home in Chicago is fucking huge hockey fan. And I remember one time I went back for prom, my senior year, we went back to Chicago. As all we did was just fucking watch hockey.
Nice.
And I was like, because you're so into it, when like you like, it's like, oh, hockey's yeah, it's a thing. But when you watch it, you're into it.
Exactly, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I think that's the same with wrestling. If you just sat somebody down and said, pick a guy to win. Okay, you want him to win? Okay, now watch the match and hope he wins.
Exactly. And it's about that emotion. Like, my first WrestleMania I ever watched was the one in Miami. Oh, God, I think it was WrestleMania...
Miami?
24?
24? It was,
yeah, 24. It
Orlando,
was,
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Ric Flair's last match. And right before Shawn Michaels hits the Sweet Chin music and he says, I'm sorry, I love you, that made me cry as a little kid.
Yeah.
To see two men say, I'm sorry, I love you. That, it invokes emotion, and that's what wrestling's supposed to do for people. It invokes emotion, because you're supposed to believe that John Cena may not win the title. You're supposed to believe the fact that, like, you know, some people can rise from the top and make it, despite all the politics within wrestling, you know?
Yeah. And that I had that moment whenever at the end of the 30-minute Iron Woman match between Sasha and Bayley, when everyone in the roster just fucking came pouring out. They had like these huge flower bouquets and they gave them.
Yeah.
And William Regal in the background weeping real Jesus tears.
Exactly.
He is melting away before our eyes. He's crying so hard. And then Sasha fucking collapses to the floor because she's so like she's taken over by emotion. And like that's fucking what I'm talking about. Like I love that shit.
Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, like, even though, like, wrestling can be stupid, like Sheamus with his hair, or...
Sheamus' hair.
Or
endless there.
Or anything with Shane McMahon in it. Like, still, at the same time, wrestling...
You have to admit, Shane took fucking huge bumps.
Shane, believe it or not, he was kind of a badass, I'm not gonna lie.
Because the bumps he fucking took, remember he was facing Steve Blackman in SummerSlam?
Yeah.
2000, 2001, and he, like, caned him, and, like, he fucking fell 30 fucking feet.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Shane McMahon has really taken some hard bumps, like Mick Foley style bumps.
Yeah, but
and
the difference between him
good.
and Mick Foley is Shane wrestled like maybe once every 3 years.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, like if you just look at him, he doesn't look like he's done that much.
Yeah, I'm gonna show the video here. Look at this fucker.
just smug little grin. He's like, I'm just here in Connecticut, not doing anything, and my sister's getting slapped, and my brother-in-law's
in the
getting,
ass, in the face, in the cooch, anywhere,
just everywhere. and then my brother-in-law's being put through tables, and I'm just here in the office.
And his mother,
chilling.
his mother's getting stunnered.
His mother's getting stuttered. He's just like, hi, Dad. Daddy, I want to be a part of the family business. No, son. No.
I don't want you to die just yet.
Oh God.
Oh, Rusev.
Rusev.
Rusev has a cool look. He has a cool theme song. He's a pretty solid wrestler. They're doing nothing for him.
His character, I'm not a fan of. His whole thing is I'm foreign.
I knew after anytime somebody does a whole foreign, like evil foreigner gimmick, they're immediately dead in the water because they're gonna lose to Cena or some huge American. I wanted Jack Swagger to win against Rusev instead of Cena.
Yeah.
I don't think Cena is Swagger is like a high level like superstar, but like I wanted because he had the gimmick that worked.
Exactly.
I felt like I remember feeling goosebumps whenever because he was a heel at the time.
Yeah.
When it was like there's no American, and then I heard Jack Swagger's music. I'm like fuck yeah.
Oh,
and then Zeb
yeah.
Coulter came out, and Swagger came out, and it would have been cool for it like to culminate at SummerSlam, and then Jack Swagger won, and then boom. But like you elevated Swagger because he needs that elevation because the last time he peaked in terms of like superstar status when he won the world title that no one remembered. I bet anyone listening to this totally forgot about that until I mentioned it right now.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, like it's weird to see these guys who they've won major titles, but it was a time to where like the brand split was coming to an end, ECW was coming to an end, and they just needed like a push, and then that was their push, and it was great. But then once they kind of started having everything become one, then they're like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad to see that.
I used to complain about the brand split, but now I kind of want it back.
Yeah, really.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, really, it's good. Like I can't tell you the last time I watched SmackDown.
Oh,
because everything happens on Raw. Everything happens on Raw.
In over a year. I can guarantee you that
like,
much.
I remember watching SmackDown and seeing. Oh wait, no, never mind. See, that was on Raw. I was thinking about the time
exactly.
CM Punk cashing Money in the Bank against Edge after Batista beat the crap out of him.
That wasn't that on SmackDown or was it Raw?
No, that was Raw. That was Raw. Yeah, the last time I watched a SmackDown, it's whenever Edge and Undertaker had their big fight, had their big feud, and it was really cool. Mm-hmm. But it was just like. It's just like, why watch SmackDown? Everything happens on Raw.
I don't even think... Because remember The Shield lost their first 3-on-3 match on SmackDown?
On SmackDown.
And I don't think I even watched that.
Yeah, really. It's insane.
It's been a long time since I watched a SmackDown.
Exactly. And why watch it? Because nothing ever happens.
No. I think the brand split was a godsend for SmackDown. Because, I don't see that guy on Raw, but I can see him on SmackDown. Like, guys like CM Punk, Hardy... I think Ziggler was on SmackDown for a while.
Exactly. Like, you're able to see those good guys, but, like, they're elevated in their own brand. And, hell, I even loved it whenever they had the draft, and they were like, oh, who's going to go to ECW? Who's going to go to Raw? Who's going to go to SmackDown?
Was ECW in the draft, I think?
Yeah. ECW was in the draft for a little bit.
That's weird.
Yeah, and then, like, no one ever went. Matt Hardy went, he held the title for a little bit, and then just left.
Because he was feuding with Jeff. That's why, because he moved to SmackDown to feud with Jeff.
Yeah, exactly. Which that was a whole horrible thing in and of itself.
I remember I used to hate Matt Hardy because that's when I first started watching wrestling.
Yeah,
was around that time. I used to be really into hating the heels. I know this contradicts. Hear me out though. I used to love the top level heels.
Yeah.
Any other heel, I used to hate them.
Yeah, exactly.
You're supposed to because you're a little kid.
Exactly.
But guys like Randy Orton, those guys. Like I used to. Randy Orton and CM Punk when I started watching, I love those guys.
Oh yeah, like the whole Triple H versus Randy Orton feud. I loved Randy Orton as that heel, and hell, like Triple H throwing Randy Orton through his house window,
Yeah,
like
that sticks with me.
Even though that's really weird, I really liked it.
It really stuck with me. But then like WrestleMania 25 came around, I was literally like I was out of gas by the time Taker and Shawn were finished.
Yeah.
I cared a little bit about the triple threat between Cena and Big Show and Edge. I remember Orton versus Triple H. I remember almost falling asleep.
Yeah, probably.
They got the short end of the stick.
Yeah, definitely.